Hi, this is Terry. I've lost 180 pounds with keto, carnivore, and counting calories. Now I'm on a mission to improve the health of my heart. Howdy ho! We are going to go on and get all our stuff ready to take to Mom's. Just kind of getting a hodgepodge of food so that way I'll be ready. So I'll start off. Come on, let's just look at what we got. It's a mess, so don't freak out on me. So tomorrow morning I can't drink coffee, of course, but I drink melatonin tea every night, and I've got to take, I just grabbed some bags, but I'll just drink one tea. So that'll be for tomorrow night at Mom's. This is my chocolate electrolytes, and I have this at work, so I grabbed it, and I'm taking this to Mom's. So this will be for the night before, and this will be for my coffee the next morning. And I already have me up one of my pods, a coffee pod right in there. Mom's got a thing where you can either use a K-cup or you can just use the grounds. So I'll take that. I got my pills for tomorrow night. I already took mine tonight. Got my Gas-X in there in case Actually, I just automatically take it. So that's that piece. I'm going to go on and take this for my coffee. Okay, so now let's just try to think. So in case Mom and I are not able to go out to lunch tomorrow, I want to have my act together here. I want all the options available. Oh, come on, fella. Don't be making a fool out of me on national TV. We ain't got time for that now. Hold up. There we go. That's how good these lids are, that's for sure. Alright, so we got a salad. So I'm going to just make up my salad like I always make it up for work. And look what I did, guys. Hang on, let me find it. I can't use it because I don't have any. But I ordered some dry erase markers. And like all my salad stuff I put up here. And I'll be able to say, okay, pickles, peppers, jicama, onions, dressing, tomatoes, and cucumbers. Just whatever I add, I can write the grams in. And then whenever we hang up, I'll be able to plug it into a chronometer. And then all the other things that I use in my stuff. So we got barbecue sauce, ketchup, onions, cheese, broth, milk, tomato sauce, Alfredo, pickles, relish, Vega, squash, mayo, and 2 blank G hues. So those are all things that I'll be able to use a dry erase marker. In the meantime, until those come, I printed out a couple of them that are not on dry erase. So like right now, what I'm going to do is I will write it on here. In this column will be my grams, and they'll be for my veggies. So this way, as I build stuff, like I said, after we're all done, then I can plug it in after we're all done. Hang on, I gotta move these sunglasses. They're going to get broken. So we always add jicama. I always add about 60 grams. Okay, 64 grams. So let's write that down on jicama. 64. I need a new piece of paper. Hold on. I said piece of paper. I meant paper towel. Just keep a paper towel in your vegetables, and it'll keep them from getting bad. So now I flip it back upside down, and that jicama's good to go. And next we're going to zero it out, and we're going to add in some peppers. Okay, 68 grams of peppers. I'm going to get a new paper towel. Tuck our little peppers in. Now, I need to put these away. There's a lot of stuff up here and it's bugging me. Okay, so what else do we have? Oh, I already had the onions on there. So pickles. I'm not going to add any pickles to the salad because one of the meals is going to be a burger in a bowl. Dressing. So now I'll zero it out. And I'll put my dressing on it. Hey, one of you all said something the other day And whenever I was drinking some apple cider vinegar and lemon juice, this is apple cider vinegar right here. I put ACV. So I'm going to put just a little bit of apple cider vinegar on this. And then my G. Hughes dressing. And I forgot to season it, so hang on. Alright, so that's 80 grams, but that would be 40 grams of dressing. Because, let's see, I don't feel, oh my goodness, where have you been for the past 21 days? Oh, mwah, 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 mwah. How I've missed you, Ranch. Oh, my stars. I missed you, fella. Let's put some garlic lovers on here, too. Alright, so there we go. And, yep. Oh, tomatoes. Terri Toodaloo. Terri. Some tomatoes. One more. And we have 72 grams of tomatoes. So see there? If you have this, you can just write it all down. And see how that looks? And I actually did, that's the salad, that, and that. So in reality, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 times 4, something. Whatever that is, it's that many times. So before I have to get rid of one. That's probably a whole month's worth on one page. So, okay, so that's my salads. So I'll know to add that whenever we get done here. I'll update my, I use the app Chronometer. You use whatever app you prefer. I'm going to put on just a little more apple cider vinegar. You use whatever app you prefer. It's all the same. I just like Chronometer because you can do net carbs or you can do total carbs. It's whatever you prefer, and I don't have to math. I think I'm going to have to put things in a bag because I can't, my refrigerator, y'all, it's so full. Hang on, take a look at this. You see that? There's no room in there. None whatsoever. But that's okay. I love it. So, I'm going to have to put all this stuff in a Walmart sack. Hold on. So tomorrow, when I take it with me, I'll put it in this. I'll pull it out of the refrigerator and put it in this. But for now, I'll put them in a Walmart sack. It just kind of helps differentiate what I'm taking, and I don't have to be like, oh, was I taking this? Was I taking that? I don't know. All right, so there's that. Where's my little, hang on, I had a little yellow sticky note. There we go. All right, so I've got my salad, got my coffee. All right, so one of the things I'm going to take, hang on, I need 2 of these. I need 3 of these containers because this is how it's going down. I want to get these to 8 ounces. Well, I'll just leave them at 9.5 ounces and let that be that. Once I go to 8 ounces, I will be having to increase my. I'll have to be making some. I'll be making some fish, but I couldn't tonight because I didn't have any defrosted like a dinga-donga. All right, so let's see. Let's put this in ounces. Okay, 9.6. And $9.6. Good job, Terri. These are still partially frozen, and that's okay. So neither one of them, I'm not putting anything on them. I'll be putting it in containers with the little special lid, locking lids, because that way it won't spill. So, hold her newt. We got to get them seasoned up. One of them is going to be a burger in a bowl. The other one is going to be like broth and onions. So, you know what? I'm just going to season the same so I don't have to worry about which one's which. So we're going to put on here some garlic clovers. We're going to put in here some campfire. Singing those campfire songs. Oh, I should have been a cowboy. Every time I use this stuff, you know I'm going to be singing that song. Should have been a cowboy. Should have learned to rope and ride. Some Little Richard. When my six-shooter riding that pony on a cattle drive, stealing the young girls' hearts, just like Jean and Roy. All right. Okay, so we got our meat. So the meat's ready to go. Now, okay then. Hold on, let me go see what the problem is. Sorry, some dog had the audacity to be walking his owner on the other side of the street. Callie's still telling him off about it. Alright, so I said I'm going to take, one of them is going to be a burger in a bowl, and one of them is going to be like a roast type flavor. Hang on. Callie! So the roast, I guess we're going to put in this one so I can tell them apart. So what I'm going to do is we're going to put some onions in here. Just some. So we're going to zero it out. Boy, I am missing that thing. I got a whole bunch out on my little scale here. Okay, but I need it in grams, Betty. Okay. So 34 grams of onion. So we take our paper that's not for the salad. Where is it at? Onions, because I had it on here. Okay. 34 grams of, oh wait, I want to do some red onions in there too. Alright. Man, I touched this little paper towel last night. Ooh, Nelly, my fingers stank all night. All right, let me put these away. Okay, so 61 grams of onions. So 61. So now we're going to add, this is the broth from the ground beef that I made this weekend. So I'm going to zero that out. And we're just going to add some to it. Okay. 82 grams of broth. So I'm just going to write, did I have it on my list? Oh, I do. I love me. I love my OCD. Good job, Terri. Good job, Terri. All right, so that'll be my, there we go. Because along with that is going to also, well, supper. Well, we'll get there. Okay, let me put this away. Hang on. Hey, something I want to add to this is this tomato. It's tomato bouillon with chicken. I'm going to put some of that in here. And that'll give it like a tomatoey pot roast type flavor. All right, now we're talking. Now we're talking. So I'm taking things, listen, every time I go to Mom's house, even at the holiday time, I take my own food. So this is nothing new that she hasn't ever experienced before. I'm going to put this in the refrigerator and I'll get the next one. Okay, so now that'll be one part of a meal. We'll just consider that bread lunch, whatever. Then I'm also going to be taking some, this is butternut squash. I'm going to go on and weigh it out so I know, uh-oh, I don't have a, well, this is close enough. Let's put it on grams and zero it out. Alrighty. It won't be exact, but it'll be close enough. So 250 grams of squash. 250. Alright, so that's going to be with my supper. I got to blow my nose. Hold on. Okay, so that's with supper. Now the other food that I'm taking, I don't know which one's lunch, which one's supper, because I don't know what I'm going to be doing. Anyway, I'll tell you about it in a minute. Alright, so this one's going to be a burger in the bowl. I've already got my burger seasoned. Let's get our ketchup going. Whoop, that's a little bit much, but 52 grams. 52 grams of ketchup. Where is it? 52 grams. Then I'm going to finish off. This is a G. Hughes burger sauce. It's watered down, so whatever my grams it says, it's going to be half that amount. I really like to water things down, then I don't have to do as much with it. So 38 divided by 2, that's Ziggy, 38 divided by 2.
38 divided by 2 is
19. Hush it. Hush it. So I'll just write down here, burger sauce, 19 grams. Next is pickles. So we're going to zero it out. And I had this today at work. We're going to fish out some pickles. We're going to fish out some pickles. Works really well. I like this. I like it better when I use relish, but these poor pickles have been in there for the past 30 days waiting on me to use them. And I feel bad for them. I could put some juice in there, but I'm not. Ooh, I could put this pickle juice with my salad dressing, but I'm not yet. Listen to me. I can do this, but I'm not. I can do this, but I'm not. Ain't I something else? I'm going to have this. I'm going to take this drink to Mom's. All right, so I can put that together. So that's going to be my burger in a bowl one night or one meal. I'm going to take my gum, throw that in there. I'm going to take a couple apples. I got one. Let me grab another apple. Hang on. Okay, so I put some apples in my container or my thing. I'm going to put this back in the refrigerator so it stays cold. Now, then we're going to talk breakfast, and then we'll be done packing our food. I'll put this away because I've already made up my breakfast. I just need to put this away. I'll put this together. So what I'm going to take for my breakfast is a yogurt and cottage cheese. I'm going to make sure I take one of my flavor enhancers. I will make sure I'll take this pineapple mango one, so that way I can do that. And I'll put that on my yogurt cottage cheese mixture. Instead of, this is where some of y'all might get a little bit frustrated, but instead of eggs, I'm going to take, this is the old-fashioned oats. And so I did a 1/4 cup of the oats and a cup of skim milk. So I bought skim milk, again, low fat. So I've got a cup of skim milk and a serving of the oats. And this is going to become overnight oats. So I'm just going to set them in here. And now tomorrow when we leave, I'll put all these in my thing and I'll take it to Mama's house. Hang on, I'll give you the rundown because that's for today for you all. Hang on. Now see here in the morning, I'll grab that bag and I'll throw them in my travel. That's my big travel lunch box. So let's see if it's closes. Yep. All right. So now let's have a little conversation about today and how things are going to go. So I will have to be NPO after midnight. So tomorrow morning I won't have breakfast, no coffee, nothing. So then Mom will pick me up about a little before 9, and then we're going to go to the hospital. And then I have to be checked in at 9, and I have the surgery at 11. So in the morning at 8, I'll throw the dogs in the car and I'll run them over to daycare so that way they can hang out with their friends and have a good time. I've already got their bag packed over there. What else? So then the procedure will be at 11. After it's all over and I'm starved to death, and I'll be going with my mom, and I'll be going to her house, and I don't know what time it's all going to get over, how I'm going to feel. So I'm taking enough for a supper, for Tuesday supper, and a Wednesday's lunch. I just don't know what's going to happen. So I'm taking two different meals, 2 main meals, and then I'll have my breakfast. So if I'm able, I'm sure I'll eat eating that evening. I just don't know what I'll eat. So I'll eat one of those meals Tuesday evening for supper, which is hopefully today. Then the next day I'll have my yogurt and cottage cheese and my oatmeal in that morning, and then Mom and I are going, I don't know if we're going to go out for lunch or not, so I will have food. I'll have this, whatever is left over from the day before, I'll have that, and I'll eat that, or if we go out to eat, and then I'll bring it here and have it for supper tomorrow night. So I just don't know how it's all going to flow, but that's tomorrow morning, NPO, or NPO after midnight tonight, and then the procedure, and then go into Mom's, and I'll stay the night with her, and then Wednesday she'll be bringing me back here. I don't know how fast I can drive. Let me tell you, if they say I can drive within 24 hours, as soon as she drops me off at my house, I'm going to have my butt at that daycare to pick up the... Sorry, my phone rang. Because you know, I can't be without my babies. My babies. It's going to be so hard to sleep without them if I don't go get them. But we're just going to play it by ear. So if they say, okay, ma'am, you can drive after 24 hours, I'll be like, score, Mom, drop me off. I'm going to pick up my babies. Because it'll be $100. It's $100 per night. So the check-in is at 10 or check-out time is 10 a.m. So like I can take them tomorrow morning, and then if I pick them up the next morning by 10 a.m., then I just pay one night. It's like $98, but I just say $100. And then if they stay another night, it'll be another $100 if I pick them up before 10. But if I pick them up after 10, then you get charged for another night. So it all kind of depends on how I feel and what they say and all that good stuff. I was thinking of picking them up after work on Thursday. So I have no idea how it's going to go down, but I'll share it with you people. I feel good. Dun-na-na-na-na-na. Like I knew that I could. Dun-na-na-na-na-na. I feel good. Du-du-du-du-du-du. Like I knew that I should. Okay. I'll see you in the morning. I'm excited. We're going to have some answers. Okay, bye. Hi. So it is Tuesday, and by now you've seen that my tests were positive. In a sense of I was positive for having 2 blocked vessels. The cardiologist said that he typically sees blockages like that for somebody my age, if they are obese, a smoker, have diabetes, and a strong genetic history, strong family history. So those were the things that he was saying. Well, trust me, I ate like bad for a long time. But anyway, so yeah, so that's kind of how things went, and so I'm in the hospital, and I showed y'all that, but that is what they put on to stop it's a thing they pull air in it, and then they check the pulse on the other side to make sure it's not cutting off the pressure. And so what they're doing is this little thing dangling, they come in ever so often and release just a little bit of air, and they check the pulse on the other side. And so eventually on the inside, I don't know if you can see it, on the inside there's a hole. Hang on, let me see. I don't know. You may or may not be able to see it. But on the inside of that is where he went in. And it's like about the size of a straw, they said. And that's where he did the angiogram. And so I was awake for the whole stinking thing. I'm going to look at you this way. You're just going to have to deal with it. So, they got me back there, and they, scrubbed me up. They talked, and some of them, some of them talked about band. A couple of them knew my dad, and so hang on. They have me attached to that blood pressure thing up there, and it's checking my vitals. Wait a minute, can you see it? It's way up there. Anyway, it's checking my vitals every 15 minutes. So he they took me back and they scrubbed my groin and my wrist, and they gave me some medicine. Not enough. I was wide awake, but I didn't care. I definitely didn't care. They gave me, I think, Versed and fentanyl. I don't know, whatever it was, but it wasn't strong enough to make me even sleep. I was so mad. I mean, not mad, but I'm like, dang it, I didn't want to be awake for this. But he was going, and I just kind of remember bits and pieces, but I remember him saying, get Dr. So-and-so on the call. I want to talk to Dr. So-and-so. So they they got them finally on the line, and then later on I heard him say something about we need to do a bypass, and something else came along, and so I was like, is he going to do a bypass? And they're like, well, they don't know yet. So then a little bit later he came along and he was like, okay, well, we're going to put the stents in. So like I said in the other video, 2 different arteries were pretty closed off. One was 99%, one was 95% or 96, whatever it was. So he went in and put a stent in both of those, and these are arteries that go out from your heart that then feed the external part of your heart. So they feed your heart blood. And so they feed the heart muscles. And so, so if they get totally occluded, then that's when you have a heart attack. When they're totally blocked off, that's when you have a heart attack, and that part of your heart will die. So he definitely caught this at the right time, because 99% block. He showed me the video. It was so cool, because you see this really dark, thick area, and then you see where it's just a teeny tiny spot where there's almost nothing, and then it's dark again. And so it's like blood, fine, very little blood, then blood, fine. And so it's really neat, because then he showed it to me after he put the stent in, and it's just all the same amount. So he did say that he will have. Well, I asked him. I said, so now, what's the future? How does this work in the future? And for you and I. And I said, by the way, you can never retire. He just laughed. And I said, so how do we know in 10 years if I have something else wrong? And he said, well, first off, I'll put you on an anti-platelet, and I thought he said Plavix, and then so a blood thinner and an anti-platelet, so it's like aspirin, and then a cholesterol pill. So I will be on cholesterol medicine, but like I said, I'm still going to go forward with trying to meet with the dietitian and see if there's anything dietary I can do, because hey, maybe we can lower it so good that we can lower the cholesterol medicine. I don't know. We'll just see what happens. It's going to be what it's going to be. With my family history, so my mom's on cholesterol medicine. My dad had a heart attack when he was 40. His sister had a heart attack when she was 36. My dad's dad, he had 2 heart attacks and 2 strokes. My grandma, my mom's mom, she had heart problems. So I come from and then my dad's nephew, which is my cousin, whose mom had a heart attack. My dad's nephew, he died of heart problem. So there's a lot of heart issues in my family. So, and I did a lot of damage. I've told you all the things that I used to eat, and in my 20s I party and drank and smoked. So, all that stuff did its own damage too. So, anyway, so whenever he said my heart looked like the heart of somebody who was obese, smoker, diabetic, strong family history. So I was all those things for a lot of years. And so, anyway, so yeah, so I'm just checking the time here. But anyway, so yeah, so here I am. And so now he wanted me to stay the night, which is fine. They're slowly taking this thing off my wrist. So whenever I got back to the room, I was starving Marvin. So since I had my food, I had them microwave my ground beef and my rutabaga, and that's what I had for supper. No, butternut squash, sorry, butternut squash. So that's what I had for supper, and that's what I had. Oh, and an apple. So that's all I had today. So yeah, I'm not even going to upload that macro because it's going to look like, oh, Terry's starving herself. No, it's because I had surgery, and I really only got to eat one meal. And I was supposed to have my procedure at 11, but he had an emergency he had to do. And then I was lined up to be the third case, but anyway, I ended up being the fourth case. Well, after I came up here, he had another emergency, cath. And so then it took him a while to come up here and even talk to us and well, he had already talked to Mom, but to talk to me. So anyway, so it's kind of been a wild day, but I was hungry, and I ate my food, and I did leave an apple out. I think it's right over there somewhere. Anyway, yeah, right there. I left an apple out in case I wanted it tonight. And so far, I'm fine. But I had them put my oatmeal in the refrigerator. I had them put my burger in the refrigerator, my broth in the refrigerator, my yogurt and cottage cheese in the refrigerator, and something else. Oh, and my salad. So tomorrow morning for breakfast, I'll eat my yogurt and cottage cheese and oatmeal. And then for lunch, I'll have the salad, ground beef, and broth. So that's kind of the game plan for tomorrow. And then Mom has an appointment at 1. And then after her appointment, they'll hopefully release me, and then I'll be able to go home. And depending on how I feel, if I feel like I do right now, Mom will drive my car and we'll go pick up the dogs, and then we'll take them to my house, and then that way I'll have my dogs tomorrow night. So it'll be nice to have my dogs, and yeah. So that's what I know. And today's Tuesday, so yeah. So there you go. And my videos are gonna be wonky, so I don't know what's up when. So anyway, they'll just have to take them as I come. But okay, love you guys. Bye.